Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a roundup of all my favourite purchases from 2017 and also just a few of my favourite things that I have loved in 2017. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone, and I'm so happy to finally be back on YouTube. But I don't think I've actually sat down and filmed a video since before I left to America, so that was August time. This feels crazy. If you haven't already noticed, there's been a massive change. Obviously I have dark hair now, so I don't really know why. I just sort of felt like one day I was like, that's it, I don't want to be blonde anymore, or blonde balayage, I want to go dark. So that's exactly what I did. So please let me know down in the comments if you like the new look. I mean, it's taken me a very long time to get used to. The jury's out with everyone, but I'm so happy to finally be back, and let's hope in 2018, still so weird to be saying that I make a lot more content than I did last year, because I love filming videos and I just kind of got into a whole funk with YouTube. So I'm back on it and we're going to nail it this year. Anyway, that is enough rambling, let's get started. Right, so first off I'm going to talk about, as the biggest change of this year was probably my hair, I'm going to start off with a hair product. My favourite hair product of the year is this, which is the L'Oreal Studio Pro Sleek It. So you can probably see at the front here, I have the most annoying baby hairs. They just never grow past this point, and especially with dark hair, it is pretty obvious. So this is the Ultra Smoothing Cream, and it's basically just like a clear sort of wax, and it's amazing for basically super gluing down baby hair. So if I want like a tight pony, or if I'm putting my hair like in a half pony or anything like that, even day to day, every time I wash my hair, I get these flyaways that stick straight up. And with dark hair, they look ridiculous. So I just take a pea-sized amount of this, put it in, and it literally super glues my hair. I'll leave everything in the description box down below, so if you want to get your hands on it, I highly, highly recommend it. Moving on, I'm going to talk about fake tan. So in 2017, I got massively into fake tan. I decided that my pale, anemic look wasn't really working for me. And so I started using the L'Oreal Sublime Overnight Elixir, and this is my 4th bottle and it is incredible. Yeah, all I do is just leave this on overnight. It looks pretty dark at first. I normally apply about 2 layers. I wake up looking super bronzed, but it washes off quite a lot in the shower, so it gives you like a guide colour, so it's really easy to tell where you've applied it and if you can have any streaks. Absolutely love this. It's so good, and if you're looking for a fake tan and you're a bit of a dummy when it comes to fake tan like me, then definitely check this one out. Something else I wanted to mention along the lines of fake tan was this Utan and Tone Nourishing Night Cream. This stuff is fabulous as a face tanner. I don't actually use my L'Oreal Elixir to tan my face. I don't know why. I just got this in a glossy box and have absolutely been loving it. I put this on using a stippling brush before I go to sleep. When I wake up, my skin looks so glowy, so hydrated, and leaves the most beautiful face tan. And another thing I love this year, so I'm very lucky. Naturally, I have very clear skin. I drink a shit ton of water, so that probably really helps. And naturally, my family have pretty good skin. But if I get that one really pesky blemish that literally just looks like a huge UFO on my face, then my favourite thing to use has been the Badescu drying lotion. Pop it on the spot, leave it overnight, and I promise you by the time you wake up, your spot will be reduced by at least half. It is so good. It's some miracle cure, and I absolutely love it. So if you suffer with spots, maybe not if you suffer with acne, because I've never had it, I don't know how much it'll help, but if you suffer with the odd pesky blemish and you're looking for a quick solution, then I definitely recommend using this. Moving on to favourite TV shows, my favourite TV shows of the year has to be hands down The Crown on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, I highly, highly recommend it. I've now watched the series 1 4 times, because I love it that much, and I'm now halfway through series 2, so no spoilers please, but it is fantastic. The second show that I also was a bit like, ugh, at first, like, this is not going to be my thing, is Stranger Things. Like, trust me, that show is unbelievable. Highly recommend. I watched both series in 3 days. I literally could not stop. Definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend. Now, moving on to movies. This is a bit of a random one, but I feel like I had to mention it. Now, my favourite movie of the year I watched last week, so it's kind of a bit of a cheat, but I promise you it is in my top 5 for sure, and that's The Greatest Showman with Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman. Now, if you know me, you'll know I'm Les Mis obsessed, so Hugh Jackman holds a very special place in my heart because I just think he's pretty gorgeous, to be honest. The Greatest Showman is a whole new level. If you're like me and were about 10 or 11 when High School Musical came out and you're obsessed with Troye Sivan, like I feel like the majority of the world was at that point, who were like 10 or 11, then watch The Greatest Showman because your obsession will hit a whole new level. Like, Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron, whoever came up with that casting, honestly, you're a genius. They are very, very beautiful men. So if you haven't checked out The Greatest Showman, then you're honestly missing out, and I would check it out ASAP. Anyway, I feel like I should get on with the beauty products now because I know that's probably what a lot of you have been waiting for. I have 2 favourite foundations of the year. It's the IT CC Colour Correcting Full Coverage Cream and Anti-Hydrating Serum with SPF 50 in it. That is a long name, but this stuff is incredible. This is in the shade Light, so when I've got a fake tan on like I do now, it's the perfect colour. I've also got the shade Fair now, which I bought full-sized. It is pretty pricey. For the full-sized, it's about £30, which I think is a little bit ridiculous, but honestly these foundations are amazing. I'm definitely going to go back and buy the shade Light. It makes my skin look so hydrated, so glowy. It's actually the foundation I'm wearing now, and for a CC cream it's got incredible coverage. Now this other foundation is a full coverage gal's dream, and I know it was so overly hyped on YouTube this year, and quite rightly, because it is fab. And it's the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, and I'm using the shades Soft Ivory and Soft Beige. I kind of mix them together when I've got a tan. This stuff is amazing. It's so full coverage, and it gives you the most flawless base, but it doesn't look really heavy and really cakey, and it still keeps the skin nice and glowy. As it says, it's Photofocus, so it doesn't give flashback on pictures. Actually, considering this one has SPF, I've never really suffered with flashback either with it, so these are both really good if you're going to be taking a lot of photos. This one's definitely the best though if you want to look full coverage and just gorgeous. The only issue is I haven't found it in the UK yet, and I really need Wet n Wild to bring this out on something like Amazon because everyone needs this. No joke. Concealers, and I have 2 favourites this year. One links to the foundation I've already mentioned, and it's the Photofocus Concealer by Wet n Wild. This concealer is amazing. It's so dewy, so full coverage, just like the foundation. And I think they come in the same shades, which is really perfect to like match. And the best thing about Wet n Wild is they're cruelty free. So highly recommend this concealer. But again, same as last year, my favourite concealer hands down is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. I believe this, like, in the last few weeks they've brought out a whole new colour spectrum accommodating for a lot more skin tones, because I think there were only 3. This is so full coverage and stunning as an under eye concealer. Off, I'm going to talk about contours and bronzers. Again, I feel like you're all going to hate me if you're English because most of these products are American. My favourite bronzer of the year, again the bronzer I'm wearing today, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is the shade Light. I absolutely love this bronzer for contouring. It smells like pina colada. I had to buy a backup, and I'm one of these people who associates smell with places, so this always reminds me of my holiday to America. I just love it. I think it's the most beautiful contour, even for fairer skin. I mean, obviously right now I'm tanned, but it's just the perfect contour bronzer, and I'm obsessed with this. So next off for contour, this will probably come as no surprise if you've watched a few of my videos this year. Freedom Contour Pans. These are the Pro Artist Contour Pans in 03 and 04. The perfect contour for fair to light skin tones. I think they're £3 or £4. Yes, girls, you can get these in England, winning. But these are, yeah, £3 or £4 from Superdrug, and they've changed my contour game. So again, 2017 was kind of a new era for my makeup game because I became a blush gal. And I know I can't believe I'm saying that, but I just love blush now. I feel like my makeup isn't complete without it, And my favourite blush of the year is the California blush by Benefit. It is so beautiful. Basically a corally blush with this golden undertone to it. It's got like golden shimmers within the blush. My favourite highlighter of the year, again will come as probably no shock, was the Kiko 208 Wet and Dry eyeshadow. Yes, it is an eyeshadow, but it is the perfect golden tone for those fairer skins. I mean, look how stunning it is. It is blinding, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably be like my friends when they think I wear too much highlight, but I don't care. I like to blind all the haters, and I mean, who doesn't want to glow? I feel like this links in, so I'll mention this. This is the other highlight I've been loving, and this is the second pot I've bought this year. I mainly use this for brow bone and inner corner, but when I'm really fair, I use this for a very blinding highlight. And it's the Nylon Shadow by MAC, and it is just beautiful. I'll do a swatch again. So yeah, you can see that it's like a white highlight with this yellowy golden undertone. Fabulous for fair skin tones. I just love it on my inner corners and on my brow bones as highlight. I use it every day without fail. Highly recommend. I think it's about £13, which is quite a lot for such a little pot, but it goes a very long way. I'll stick with eyes as I'm on it. My favourite eyeshadow slash glitter of the year, again a ridiculously hyped product this year, was the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow. I've bought 2 of the rose gold retro colours, and this is Bronze Belle, so I've had 3 of these shadows this year. I'm going to keep adding them to my collection. They just make makeup so easy, and they make you look like you've made such an effort, even though you literally just whack it on using the little brush they give you. I feel like I should mention as well one of my recent discoveries which I'm obsessed with, and that is LVL lashes. So Novo Lashes, who are a lash brand, have now brought out LVLs, which is basically like an eyelash perming. If you know me, I have the longest eyelashes, but they are dead straight. For the first 3 weeks of having my LVLs as well, I didn't wear any mascara because I just didn't need to. They were so full. I also got them tinted at the same time, so they looked really dark and they just looked like I was wearing mascara. If you are in the Surrey area, I'll leave her link down below. But LVLs are fantastic. Finally, to finish off with eyeshadows, I feel like I've been going for ages and I'm literally losing my voice. My favourite palette of the year, again quite a new thing to my collection, but actually my favourite palette of all time, is the Jaclyn Hill palette times Morphe. It is just a warm tone girl's dream. It's got all these beautiful reds and oranges and browns within it, but it's also got these amazing pops of colour. If you look through my Instagram, which I will leave linked on the screen now, you will see that all my going out looks, I've got this like red eye with this gorgeous sparkly glitter running through the front. So love this combo and highly recommend this palette. So this is probably the same as last year as well, but my favourite setting spray of the year is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Annoyingly, this as well is very expensive. I feel like I've said that 100 times during this video, but this is over £20, but it works incredibly. I feel like it sets my makeup in place. If I have used powder, which as I said is kind of rare, this makes it stop looking cakey, and it really does set my makeup all night. So if I'm going clubbing or going on a night out, I always use this, and it just locks my makeup in place, leaves it still looking dewy and fresh, but doesn't make it look cakey at all. I feel like I might get a bit of hate on this, but I'm just going to be honest. You all know if you watch my videos, because I use this every day, apart from today, the irony. My go-to liquid lipstick. It's the perfect nude on me. I just love it, even especially with dark hair, because it's got a slightly nudie grey tone, and I feel like that really suits my dark hair. But it is the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in Celebrity Skin. Absolutely love this liquid lipstick. It doesn't dry out my lips at all, and I know a lot of people don't like Jeffree Star because of his controversial comments in the past, but honestly I have to admit his makeup brand is really good, and it's also vegan. I am aware that he is very controversial, so anyway, I'll throw that out there, but let's move on. Also, I really want to mention this because this is another repurchase I've made this year. If you suffer like I do with very dry skin all over and dry lips, which honestly is my worst thing in the world, dry lips make me want to gag, then you should check this out. This is the Clarins Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil, and mine is in the shade Raspberry, just because it smells good and it tastes nice. I also go for this colour because it gives my lips like just a glossy look and makes them slightly redder, which I think looks nice. But if you suffer with dry lips, this will be your saviour. I whack it on when I'm wearing no makeup, or on makeup days I just can't be bothered with lipstick, but it is a saving grace for dry lips. So there you have it. That is all my favourite products of 2017. I hope everyone had a wonderful year and had a great celebration for Christmas and New Year's. I know for me this year was a massive roller coaster. I had some real highs and some real shocking lows. And I'm going to leave you with a quote because I saw this quote the other day and it really has inspired me, and it's going to be my quote of the year. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. Leave down in the comments what you've been loving in 2017 and if you have any like motivational, inspiring quotes for 2018. And I will see you very soon. Bye!